Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX India A-List. In our endeavour to bring forth the stories of some of India's finest and brightest, today we have put together yet another unmissable lineup of India's Who's Who. Our first guest for the day is prolific actor Soha Ali Khan. She began her acting career with romantic comedy Dil Mange More and is best known for her role in the drama film Rang De Basanti. Listen in.
Best known for her prolific acting.
The lesson is that things are going to happen. Bleep happens and you have no choice but to get on with it.
She's best known for her role in the drama film Rang De Basanti.
Drink 8 glasses of water, go to sleep while it's still dark. Try and sleep if you can really before midnight.
NewsX India A-List proudly recognizes Soha Ali Khan for excellence in acting.
Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview as part of our NewsX A-List series. We're in conversation today with well-known actor Soha Ali Khan. Soha, welcome to NewsX and welcome back after a very long time. Good to have you back.
Thank you, Uday. Thank you so much.
Let me just begin by talking to you about a very important issue, for all of our country currently, health and wellness. What is your health and wellness routine, Soha, to keep, yourself safe, to keep your family safe throughout seasons of the year?
Fervent prayer. Really, it is something that I worry about a lot. Not so much for myself, but for my young daughter, of course. And then I keep realizing that, if something happens to me, then that will also not be a good thing for her. So I must also look after myself. And as you just said, of course, we are all still grappling with this pandemic that now might have become, endemic, etc. There's still so much that we don't know. We really new things are being unfold every day. So this new word, what everyone now is embracing, the immune system. How do you strengthen the immune system? The idea, of course, is to try and live a healthy lifestyle as much as possible. And that includes a good diet, a balanced diet, try and get as much nutrition as you can from your foods, sleep well, which I think for me is very key, because I know if I get a good solid 8 hours of sleep at night, not in the day or in the early hours of the morning, then it really equips me for anything, as well as, of course, exercise. So I think if you can sort of look at it in a holistic way and do your best. And now, of course, you equip yourself with things like masks, etc. when you go out. You still do fall sick. There's still things that happen. And, over the past couple of days, we've had bizarre weather again, cyclones and the tremors of that and rainfall. And these sort of sudden changes of temperature are what, leads to us falling sick, especially with the upper respiratory diseases. And simple things like colds and coughs can be, they last a long time and they can be tough to deal with, and they really bring you down. So those are things that I recently went through about of a sort of cold. I didn't develop into a cough, but I had a cold and I had a cold, and that's where we turn to remedies that we've been using for a long time, such as using vapor rub, for example, that I saw my mother doing steam inhalation with years ago,
and it's all about boosting immunity, as you said, because one may fall sick, one will fall sick, but as long as the immunity is strong, you tend to fight it off much easier. So do you believe steam inhalation using Vicks is helpful in boosting one's immunity?
Not boosting one's immunity as much as actually dealing with the symptoms once you have developed a cold and cough, because with experience, I can say it really works in terms of just opening up the nasal passage, and it's something I've done forever. And now they even have a pediatrics Vicks, which they, perhaps didn't have when I was small. So for us, we use the Vicks over the age of 6 and as adults. But there's one with a pink lid, which is pediatric for younger children. And I actually, if you look at anyone in my family, whether it's my sister, maybe not my brother, but my sister, my mother and I, in our handbags, always have Vicks vapor rub, because it also helps me, bizarrely enough, with motion sickness. And when I'm in car journeys and headaches. And things like that. And again, it's just something, you associate your mother with a smell. I sort of almost associate her with Vicks.
Okay, interesting observation. Okay, and at the end of the day, as the saying goes, health is wealth. But do you believe, Soha, that one was tending to ignore one's health in the fast-paced life that we all were living? We were ignoring health, but do you believe that's changed with the pandemic? There's this attention now to fitness. There's attention to immunity, as you were talking about, and just staying healthy. So, do you believe that's a positive change from the last year and a half from the pandemic?
It's not a general answer or question, because there's some people who look after themselves and there's some people who will not, no matter what.
Yeah.
And you can see that quite clearly now, when you step outside, that some people will just not wear a mask no matter how many times you tell them. Some people just feel, there's only so much that you can say.
Yeah.
A lot of people are also younger. They take themselves for granted. They feel things are not going to happen to them.
Yeah.
Some people are perhaps, just have a better immune system and they don't know why. Some people suffer from and catch diseases more often than others, and they don't know why. You can still do a lot of exercise and eat well and still get certain diseases. But I've always looked after myself, and I've always believed that it's important to love yourself and give yourself that respect.
True.
And really, I do feel that I'm very important to those around me.
Yeah.
I really feel that if I was to fall sick, a lot of things would fall apart. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't want to find out. And
True.
I've always looked after myself.
Yes. Also eating right. How important is eating right? How important is regular exercise? We often see you supporting healthy brands. We also see you, working out along, of course, with Kunal, who's extremely fit as well. How important is regular exercise and eating right?
I have since I think about 20 years, I've been eating right.
Okay.
And not as a diet, just as a lifestyle. I'm very, very disciplined when it comes to food. And I've stopped pretending not to be, because, then all my friends laugh at me and they say, she'll never eat something that has refined sugar in it. She just won't eat something that's fried. And I don't. And it's not even, luckily, I'm not a foodie, so it's not like I'm tempted.
Okay.
I just genuinely enjoy healthy food, and the taste of fresh, nicely cooked food that's not overcooked or overfried or etc. And I think that a lot of our Indian meals also use a lot of good spices, whether it's haldi, whether it's ajwain, whether it's a host of other things that are good for us. Where we go wrong is, of course, with our Indian snacks that are potentially not very good for us. But it's not difficult to eat right. And I don't believe in diets. I just believe that you make a lifestyle change. And of course, you have cheat days, but you should try and get your nutrition from foods as opposed to medical supplements wherever possible.
Okay. We've all lived through, of course, a very extremely unprecedented year and a half. And, as you said, that some people are still calling it a pandemic. Some are saying we perhaps are headed to endemic. Now there's a new variant as well. But what have been your lockdown lessons, your lockdown takeaways through this year and a half? What if you gained through the year? What has been perhaps a learning, for you and the family?
At first it was terrifying. I remember when the lockdown started and they said, 1 week, 10 days, end of March. And then it just went longer and longer and longer. And the world has changed.
Yeah.
There's post-COVID, and we're never going to go back to pre-COVID, I believe. So just that kind of fundamental change terrifies me as a person who's so used to routine. And I dislike change immensely. It really unsettles me. So for me, it was very difficult to deal with. Things like just not being able to see my mother, who's in Delhi, for the longest time. At her age, which is a little bit more advanced. I won't tell you how old she is. I'll leave her to tell you. But, it robbed us of time. And that is very upsetting again, for me to have to keep my daughter away from my mother as well, for her to be away from people who are closer as well. So again, time for me is something that is very precious. And I feel like we really lost out on time. I feel also for younger children not going to schools, which continues, has really been, you can't even measure the psychological effects of that. Forget about the educational effects of that. So it has been a huge, then of course, health and people who've lost their lives, people who've lost their families and close ones. It's been immeasurable, as I said. But, the lesson is that things are going to happen. Bleep happens and you have no choice but to get on with it. And you must have that strength to get on with it, for those around you, for yourself, you really don't know what the future holds. So best to equip yourself at least with good health.
Yeah.
And then surround yourself with those you love. And when you are in a lockdown situation with those that you love, just be kind to them.
True.
And be tolerant of them, and find a corner for yourself,
True.
preferably with soft walls, and just deal,
Yeah.
and get through it. The idea is to just keep going because things will pass.
Yeah, stay positive, of course. Very positive words from you. Okay, before we end, just a quick question on the OTT medium. Now, that's something that you haven't explored, but that's something, in fact, Kunal interestingly has explored and very successfully. In the last year and a half, he had, of course, a release on OTT, and he also has done Abhay, of course, on OTT. Is that something you would like to do? The digital medium? Are you open to it?
Yes, I in fact have done 2 shows.
Okay.
One is for Amazon,
Okay.
and one has been produced by MA, and
Okay.
it will be released soon on a platform to be disclosed. And I just think it's wonderful. It's a wonderful opportunity. It's extra space. As you can see, so many actors, very talented actors, some previously unknown, some very well known, but not well appreciated or well used, have come to the forefront.
Yeah.
Content is king. Writers are heroes, and earning good money, and rightly so. It's a wonderful time for people, and I have done, as I said, 2 shows, which hopefully will come out soon, and hope to do many more. I think it's a wonderful medium.
Okay, looking forward to watching those. Last question as we sign off, because it's been an interview dedicated to an important aspect of health today. What's a tip you'd like to sign off with for our viewers on how to stay healthy?
I would say it's very basic. Drink 8 glasses of water. Go to sleep while it's still dark. Try and sleep if you can really before midnight, and get 8 hours of sleep. As I said, get as much nutrition as you can from your food, and try and find some form of exercise that you love, that gets your heart racing to a certain extent. Do regular checkups as well. I think those are very important to do as well. And if you do find yourself with a cold and cough, then you must try Vicks VapoRub steam inhalation.
Okay, well, wishing you and your family all the health and happiness in the days ahead. Thank you very much, Soha Ali Khan, for joining us on NewsX.
Thank you so much, and all the best to you too.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.